English, French, biology and physics. Also obtained passes in chemistry and oral English. After graduating from high school, President Jammeh served on the various military units in the Gambian National Army until the 22nd of July 1994, when he led a group of young officers in effecting a peaceful change of government. Jammeh, who was 29 years old at the time, became the chairman of the Armed Forces Provisional Ruling Council. In 1996, Jammeh retired from the army and upon popular demand founded the Alliance for Patriotic Reorientation and Construction, APRC. He was elected as president in September 1996. In the quest to pave the way for greater achievements in improving the country's human capital and steering its development, President Jammeh has personally initiated a series of development projects such as the President's Empowerment for Girls Education Project, PEGEP, which provides scholarships to students from poor families.
22nd July 1994 on Friday.
President Jammeh's Operation Clean the Nation initiative was conceived to enhance the physical cleanliness of the environment. Chef Professor Jammeh's personal intervention in providing treatment for people suffering from chronic medical conditions such as HIV and AIDS, asthma, diabetes, hypertension, and women having difficulties in childbearing. Born into a great agrarian community, agriculture is so dear to President Jammeh. His philosophy is back to the land. The sole objective is to fight hunger and poverty.
This is evidence.
President Jammeh believes in cultural preservation. The Roots Homecoming and the Bujinga cultural festivals are clear manifestations.
Into a role model country with lots of infrastructural development.
For President Jammeh, leadership is a duty, a responsibility and a commitment that must be carried out by example.
Dr. Jammeh, you have been honored not just as another politician in our world, but as an outstanding individual who even sometimes risks bad-mouthing from foreign lobbyist groups in order to implement your visions to serve the Gambia and the world. We are honored indeed that you, Dr. Yahya Jammeh of the Gambia, graciously accept the honor and that you are now one of us. Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Hans-Arno Finke, Chairman of the Publishers and Printers Guild of Northern Germany.
With your permission, Your Excellency, may I call all of us to give His Excellency.
So as to give education for all by the year 2020.
This seat is occupied by the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Chef Professor Alhaj Dr. Yahya A.J.J. Jammeh. He will be my guest in an exclusive interview. He's just been given the 4th mandate to run this country.
So we start first.
Excellency, thank you very much for affording us this interview. First of all, let me personally and on behalf of the institution I work for, its board and directors, say congratulations for a 4th mandate, and of course Happy New Year as well. And we think we owe you this applause to say congratulations to you. Let me begin with this first question by saying that the year has ended with you having a resounding an unprecedented victory in the just concluded presidential elections. What was responsible for this victory?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين. First of all, I want to take this opportunity to wish every Gambian, irrespective of your political affiliation, a very happy and prosperous new year. And of course, take this opportunity as well to thank every Gambian, especially progressive, development-oriented Gambians. I also want to thank everybody who participated in one way or the other in the elections, irrespective of which side you were on, because this is a divine duty for everybody to express your civic right and obligation. I also want to wish you, Grts and other media, irrespective of your affiliation, a very happy new year. Congratulations also for contributing to national development. You asked me a question, what is responsible for? It's the Almighty Allah and the Gambian people. If you ask me what is the reason, I will tell you that the reason is they have seen what we are able to do in 17 years. And they want more. Yes. I think, I don't like talking about what I did, but I think today Gambians are development-oriented. Gambians realize that we are in the 21st century, not in the 12th century, and that they realize that the nation is bigger than any tribe, and that the society and the community of Gambians is bigger than any individual. And it is in our collective interest to work together on a progressive system, dynamic leadership, for us to get out of this abject poverty and this vicious cycle of backwardness, eternal backwardness. I think it's high time that Africans realize that by working together progressively on a progressive, dynamic leadership, we can get ourselves out of this degrading and crossing poverty, destitution, and humiliation. So Gambians have realized that, oh, after all, we can be an economic superpower. And we have the chance of becoming an economic superpower. Why don't we go along? And this is what is responsible for it.
In other words, Gambians have paid you back. They have seen what you've done for them, and they are paying back to you. Mr. President, but at the same time, excuse me, at the same time, you have always called on Gambians to take on the mantle of running the private sector, which they continue to fail to take hold of. When you go to our markets, I'm sure, Mr. President, you're aware, you find a lot of foreigners actually handling their economy in their hands. Are you still very disappointed with that scenario?
Well, let me start from where you started, that Gambians paid me back. I think they didn't pay me back. Gambians are challenging me to do more for them by telling me, we're not letting you go, we want you to do more. So they are not paying me back. They are telling me that they still want my services, and they're challenging me, because the more they vote for me, the more they expect that I will also reciprocate. Now, the Gambians would pay me back when they change attitude. Coming to the point you are talking about. I am disappointed, but I'm not discouraged. I'm determined to change the status quo. Remember that 30 years of a lackadaisical attitude will not be easy.